Hello everyone and welcome back! Coco is here with Kanetsu and Kimmy!
Yay! I'm finally here.
If you were here for the stream that we had previously, then you know that Kimmy's gonna be on board for the rest of the series, which means we've got all the pixels on one series.
Yeah! And a lot of Danganronpa to go.
Oh yeah. Alright. So let's go on ahead. Let's see how many episodes the three of us can do in one session.
Wow.
Very many.
Very many?
Probably.
Very many.
I like that number.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you're Konekuma, remember?
I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
Oh shit, right, we were at the trial.
How do you... Oh.
So the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment.
Oh god.
A deadly deception. A deadly daddly doodly dude. Betrayal. A diddly doodah. A diddly. A
Deadly riddle.
A
Diddly riddle.
defense, a deadly faith. What does faith have to do with anything? A deadly class trial.
Dun dun dun.
Dun-bum.
Dun 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 dun. Sure.
Yeah, safe. That's smart.
Even though we have like a save from 2 seconds ago. Alright. Now, as we've done before, I'm not going to read all this because it's a lot, but I will go ahead and highlight them for a second. You can pause if you need to, and read it yourself.
I mean, this one is actually pretty short. Oh, but
Yeah,
all
right.
of them.
No.
Oh, I see.
Well, maybe because I messed up a lot.
What?
Because I messed up a lot, all of them were super long for me.
Oh. No, but I mean the... No, I thought she was talking about, like, the Monokuma file only.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the trial.
No, the trials get longer every time. The problem I have with the trials is that I actually remember what happens, but I don't remember in which order they find out the things.
Yeah.
So I'm always lost anyway. Robo Justice.
Paper airplane.
Alright. So now let's assign our skills. What's this do? Increases the influence gauge by 2. I think we... Oh. Alright. Do we have any extra skills that we can put? Neutral liberation. The focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time. Effective during... we can't add that. Whatever. Let's stick with what we have.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun. All rice.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial, even though you've been here twice. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
What's gonna happen?
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with... Oh my god.
Oh no.
We already know who did it. Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try to deny it. You killed them.
Ah, crap. I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Hot meat kettle.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I'm sorry to say, Hiro, that we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know!
Is Hiro really the killer? Or... Before anything else, we have to make that clear. Isn't that the entire point of this trial?
Let him have his moment.
Let him believe he's smart. Very good.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints? What do you mean, you buffoon? Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Wrong. I have very different handwriting under very different circumstances.
On different days, my handwriting can change.
Yeah, I mean, just have a student write an essay for like an hour. They'll start out with the neatest, most pristine handwriting, and as they travel down, it'll just get worse and worse.
Chicken scratch.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Oh fuck, I was drinking. No, the difference are bigger than that, I think. Come on, I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Aw, at least he's self-aware.
Yeah.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well. And I would just like to point out, I was the first to think that, so Makoto's a copycat! What?
Then who was in the Robo Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit and I was just jumping the gun?
I wonder.
The suspicious individual hitting within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was. I need to do my nails. And of course, he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo Justice suit?
The suspicious and strange individual in question.
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Come on, guys. Make it a little difficult.
The Illuminati.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit. Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the strange and suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit. I'm not saying it in that phony way.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes? Of course. But before we get to that... There's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
I'm going to continue bossing you around. All things have a proper order.
So, what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, be a good little boy. Can you tell us what they were? I'll give you a golden star if you do.
Yay!
Yay, golden star! There's still one more thing.
You can do it, Coco.
I know this is hard, but
Glasses.
you can do
Hifumi's
it.
Glasses.
Yes.
They were a dolly and a tart, right? What's with that attitude? Oh, did I get it wrong?
No.
Oh,
He's just...
being the
He's
opposite.
probably mad that
Yeah.
we got it right.
Oh. I wanted to keep that golden star. So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
You're right!
Whoa!
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. This is only gonna last until the end of the fourth case, and I'm gonna be getting everything wrong.
Don't worry, you have us with you. Maybe.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they removed Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly. In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right?
So smart.
But are you sure you're not mistaken? Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. This would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along and you simply didn't realize it? She's raised an objection, little boy. How do you respond? There's no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway, despite you being the one to contribute the most to these trials after Kyoko. We have all accepted the fact that you really understand what is going on around you.
Did you solve the second case? No.
No. Did you solve the first case? No. Wow. I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. You really should not be adding more stuff at this point in the game.
Seriously.
They keep on adding stuff. Oh, I actually hated this thing.
I loved it.
Or was it another thing? I think I'm getting confused maybe with the
Second game?
with the second game.
Oh.
I found it way easier in the second game. Oh, Coco, you can do it!
No.
Come on, Coco!
I have no idea what's going on!
Oh, she used her thing attack, so like the points doesn't appear. You just have to follow the rhythm.
You miserable wretch. What was the last statement she said?
I didn't even see it.
Like, are you absolutely sure about something?
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Gasp.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly's wheel tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
She hates everyone.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject so I can earn my golden star back.
Are you serious, Hina? Oh god. Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then... What kind of robot is it?
Robo
It's Metaton.
Justice is a pleasure. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's a pleasure bot, so Metaton's a good fit.
I'm not sure that really matters.
Then why don't you, Byakuya?
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer if you would give me a moment, Kinetsu.
Wow!
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
I feel like I just got bitch slapped.
By Byakuya.
If I look at how the body was moved...
How does the genocider inside of you feel about that?
She's mad.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I look at how the body was moved, it will be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. And yet it's still not Byakuya explaining anything. Oh boy. There we go.
There we go. それが違う! Hehe.
Freaking weeb.
Look who's talking.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get in a position like that?
What do you mean?
Hina, you were the one who discovered you can't bend over in the suit.
Let her be.
I love you, dear, but please, please. Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together, remember?
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention... She even said it and she forgot.
Yep.
You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
Just kick it.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way? I'm just imagining, like, them accidentally kicking the body down the stairs.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit. It's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a top.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance that the costume was taken off just to move the body because... once you're on, you can never take it off.
It's permanent.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. Little help?
Ugh, why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
Thanks, Kyoko.
Kyoko's a pal.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
You were there!
Hina.
Hina, why?
Sweetheart,
Honey, no.
please.
Then you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up. Making it up. Yeah, that's what I said.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
He's not that dumb.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect him.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been here in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? The very convenient picture.
Nothing strange at all.
And not suspicious either.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice. If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? And we will go ahead and leave this episode right here.
Because we don't need to remember what he said right now.
Nah.
No, it's not important.
Last words, not important. See you guys next time.
See you.
Bye-bye.